Hello, everyone. Nothing will go wrong. Don't even think that anything will go wrong. If something does go wrong, then the universe is clearly against redoing content, which is kind of what this is. But hey, we're gonna finish it. We're gonna do it. So yeah, we ended, quote unquote, with the twins last time, so I think we'll start there this time. But I do need to figure out what nice, relaxing music I can play in the background. I guess I could just play the FTE music from a different game. That would work well enough. Why is there a giant heart in the bottom of the... Oh, it's an emoji thing? Oh, that's weird. Alright. Let me look. Because I love this song. This is Boss, the Dark Lord's Wrath from Metopia. But we need something a little bit more chill. So... play death metal, yeah. It's my favorite kind of chill music. No, not the class trials. I literally put in FTE music. What? I guess I have to put in daily life music? Jeez. Cool Morning. Yeah, I think Cool Morning is the one that I want, right? Yeah, this one's pretty chill. Let me just check the audio levels. I think we're probably good, but it's always... it seems like random with YouTube. Death metal, Kanade's favorite genre. Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect. Wonderful. Okay. So, let's go to Tier Maker and just remember what we were doing. I will let you see. Bonk. Hopefully I have something still... well, this one was... this one might be it. No. The Legend of Zelda rap. The what? Is it? No. No. It must be this one then. Yeah, and I think I just moved it? This doesn't seem correct. No. Is it this one and it got moved around? Sorry, not that one. This one? Like it's supposed to be... a little bit more? Okay. Yeah, I think it was this one and it got moved around. Super sick! Oh no. Well, maybe the FTEs will be what cures you. I sincerely doubt it. Anyway, the twins. The first one already started off a little cringe, right? We were talking about tickling. Right, I forgot. We skipped past this part because it was cut off. Does it stay cut off? Okay, no, I fix it. I think I had the exact... that was like the last thing I said in the last stream, wasn't it? Did my 2x speed thing track? It did. It's just I stayed up... the video stays on this one line for a long time, apparently. What am I doing? Am I paused or something? Okay, hold on. There's the tickling. Oh god. Yeah, it's very funny, the twin dynamic of, like, at first you feel bad for Kanade, and then you definitely do not. A box of Capri Suns. Wow, that sounds fun. I've still never had a Capri Sun. But everybody thinks they're good, so they must be probably good. Let's play something else. Don't they play hide and seek? I seem to remember that. As if we didn't know Sora already. Whoa. Kitty commotion back there. How does this pan out? I genuinely don't remember. Oh, it just doesn't. That's why I don't remember. Yeah, okay. I do think having an FTE with both the twins is pretty fun. Okay. Why do you always pick on Kanade? Well, she's evil, so. You're paused. I guess I was pausing to talk about it as we went. I'm glad I don't do that anymore because it's really annoying. Or didn't do that for the rest of them. It's just my way of showing I love her, blah blah blah. Kanade is suppressed. She certainly did look angry. It's Kanade time. It's so normal, right? I'm absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with me. I know why she has twisted affection. Yeah, I wonder. Yeesh. That's kind of funny that never came up, the fact that Kanade is more talented than her sister at everything. Even better at singing. Maybe it does, vaguely, in their final thing about like why their relationship is so messed up, but I don't know. Honestly, that's like, this is sort of a fun dynamic. It's a shame that one of them is just evil. But I like the idea that, you know, it's an interesting, yeah. It'd be interesting if the twins got separated, is all I'm saying. It's the same thing as Fuyuhiko and Peko. You know? It'd be interesting to see how Hibiki would function without Kanade. Just as it would be interesting to see how Peko would function without Fuyuhiko, but whatever. Yeah, I think I understand. So these are the two interesting ones now. Sushi. Just entirely lying. That's, yeah, great. This is still the stupidest name for a band. But I mean, it probably just doesn't translate well. The Otonakoji sisters seems pleased. But like a hive mind. Yeah, this is the last one. I thought so. We still got haters. Woo. Yeah, I wonder why. I totally, yeah. Everyone will be alright. Yeah, the minority, like, the police force. It's a relief. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the only thing that I would consider putting them in S tier for, because it was clearly good, right? There wasn't like low content or anything. We got some insight into their relationship, which, like, great. That's exactly what we need. Maybe if the inferiority complex thing doesn't come up, I mean, you kind of get the idea, even if you don't do them. But, that would be the only thing to put it in S tier. So I think probably A is actually correct, yes. Even though I don't like putting... I don't like putting them together, I kind of have to in this sense. Let's see what you guys were saying. Oh, you got the Master Sword, nice. Sadness, curiosity, and anger. Yeah. Hibiki has an inferiority complex and Kanade has a god complex. Yeah, right. Okay. Hibiki dying makes perfect sense, but I hate it. True. I like the day. I mean, that's fine. Watch Mojo and now this. It's like a bona fide reaction channel. Hey. I've seen a what if where the killers and victims were switched and Nubiki survived. It's interesting. The police actually think Kanade is innocent because she's smart and the cops have to deal with Tsurugi. I mean, I know, like, she's never been found guilty, but I imagine there's, like, those conspiratorial type people are, you know, I'm sure there's some among the police force. Because they definitely suspected her, right? And she had to, like, outsmart them. Xavier Johnson, thanks for subscribing. I don't know if you're here, but good timing if you're not. Hibiki being like that is part of Kanade's long spiel. Yeah, so maybe it could have been brought up before then, but it's not that crazy. Yeah. The next one is I always forget her name because it starts with K, and there's too many of them in Danganronpa. That she like is important, but not really. Kokoro, thank you. My own video title. So it's Kokoro. I feel like Kokoros are like personality showcase. I don't think they lead on anything about what she's really like. Maybe. I don't remember if the last one talks about potentially maybe some connections there, but hey. Put Hibiki next to Setsuka instead. Ah, funny. Here, we'll put Setsuka between them, just like in the game. Whoops, wrong tuning. Okay, there we go. Kokoro, do you hate me? No, I hate everyone. Equally. I'm purposefully trying to avoid you, yes. Your appearance is quite appealing. Oh my goodness! That's funny. When I look into your heart, it's empty. Well, that's good. You had memory loss, and because of that, your heart seems to be empty. Right. Okay. Yeah, the first one's like, actually, I don't hate you. That's fine. It's a disease you can't recognize or understand. I like how I gave you the cheat sheet. That's funny. What? Oh, okay. Is this real? Or is that part of the program? I honestly can't remember. The fact that Kokoro can't feel emotions. Because she's like an emotion researcher in real life, right? So it makes sense either way, kind of. Wow, Lucy Reed. I don't know if you're here, but thanks for subscribing. Yeah, okay, so I think it probably is outside the game. That's interesting and definitely should have been in, in the main story, probably, yeah. But then again, Kokoro never got to do anything in the main story, so... Yeah, we already know. I can correctly express them. Like, you can fake it till you make it. I don't know why I'm paused here. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah. Hopefully her last ones are, interesting here. I'm going to give in to my temptation to study you. Even if you was originally suffering from amnesia. Okay. So this is kind of interesting because it's talking about Sora's state, which is something we're definitely interested about. At this point of the game when you could actually talk to Kokoro. But Eh. Next one. Okay, this is the last one, so let's actually look at this here. Okay. You was suffering. Can't believe it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no kidding. I'm not friendly at all. Oh, you know. Get a newborn baby and lock them in a room until adulthood. Put a chip in their brain. Yeah, okay. Right, yeah. Okay. When she walks away, we're in her room. I probably said that at the exact same point in the video. You know, that's interesting. I never really caught on to that before. Wow, it still goes on for a little bit here. Kokoro says she's never really lived in a group before. So she's like... She is the test subject of her own experiment, essentially. That she's the person who was, like, locked away until adulthood, kind of. They're not really adults, but they're almost there. Not literally locked away, but, like, locked in her own, you know, consciousness. But hey. Yeah, so this one's probably definitely going in S tier. I mean, both because it straight up tells you that Kokoro's the one who did it to, Mikako. So if you play the first game, you instantly know, like, hey, wait a second. This sounds somewhat familiar. I do believe Mikako says something about that, right? Was that a retcon? I honestly don't remember. But you have the, you know, like, right away that, like, oh, she's maybe done this. And has forgotten about it. And not only that, it tells you, like, everything about her character. Like, oh, this is why I, you know, can be heartless and stuff. That's pretty crazy. Anyway. Single electrons can cover Guilt's arms. Not true. I've been watching videos about IDW Transformers and gave me the realization. The most terrifying person is one not held down by emotions. Kokoro and Shockwave. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, understanding was, I guess, effective because she's felt shame, which she's not supposed to be able to do, but hey. It's more Sora content than Kokoro content. She's all in Chapter 0. See, I kind of disagree because it tells you why she is the way she is, which I don't think you learn anywhere else. It is mostly about Sora, like the first few. but it's still like too much Kokoro information because we don't get any information about her again, like you said, until like the end of the game. I think it would be cool if a mastermind was doing a killing game out of pure logic. Yeah, I agree. I can't say anything more than that, even though I want to. Makako alludes to something like that, but not much else. The details were all in straw, too. Makes sense. I mean, it probably wasn't intended originally, but it so smoothly works together. It's quite nice. But yeah, honestly, I wish there was like slightly more attention drawn to the fact that Kokoro is essentially the exact person she's trying to create. That's very fun. The idea of someone who's like locked away from other emotions, and so the primal emotion is curiosity. That kind of makes sense, because that's how babies learn everything. They're just so curious about everything. Mikado, sort of. I mean, he does it out of like selfish desire instead of like trying to change the world or like, you know, be an anarchist or something. He does it specifically so he can be like God. Which, you know, as motivations go, that is certainly one of them. Okay, I actually have to open a new video, I think. Unless I... No, okay, I didn't. Wow, we spent a lot of time ranking something in this video. What the hell were we ranking? Oh, it was Canadian kids cartoons. Funny. I have to go find the next video. Hold on. I don't really have to find it because it's just in a list of my videos, but I have to open it up and set it up. Oh, at least it kept the mute thing on. Okay. This is Yuki and Emma. Yeah, it's Yuki and Emma. Okay. Rip Teletoon. Yeah, right. Okay. Yuki. If I remember correctly, Yukis are kind of extremely boring. Because I was like making Gollum jokes the whole time just to try to get through it. Yuki is shy, who would have thought? Okay. Whoops. Hey, no, it was this type of meeting. Yeah. I don't really have a personality, but Wow, 2 characters in this game have an inferiority complex. I'm just a normal guy. Confidence? What's that? But it's got a little Hajime going on here. I don't know what was happening. Did he get mad? Why do you... Oh no, he was just like, okay, bye. That's a good question, Yuki. I guess you owe me a few, yeah, no kidding. Okay, that one was extremely short. Yeah. Utsuro is an incel. Yeah, what do you want to talk about, Yuki? Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is absolutely... I don't even need to see anymore. This is absolutely going in personality showcase. Did my music just end? Oh, okay, well, it auto-played the next one, so... No. Character's bland when you legit say, who's Emma? Really? I'm surprised. I mean, her role in the story wasn't super crazy, but I did think her case was pretty good. Toothpicks, yeah. I kind of wish Yuki's obsession with traditional norms would have come back in this game. I mean, that would have been at least something. One thing every lucky student shares is an inferior to complex true. You still haven't got past chapter 3? You've had like a year. The woman who voices Wubsy on Wow Wow Wubsy also voices Azula. Yeah, the actress for Azula voices a lot of characters. That's kind of how voice actors work, but you know, it's especially true in her case. Azula and Wubsy have the same vibe. I've never seen Wow Wow Wubsy. I just know vaguely what the character looks like, so I would say no, but you never know. I feel like this is worse than a personality showcase. This is downright miserable. I mean, you could justify low content for this, because I feel like it was kind of a go girl, give us nothing moment of just like Yuki constantly being like, the most generic character trait. Wow, good job, Yuki. Yeah! I don't know. I could be convinced if you guys think that makes more sense. I definitely would not argue. The cult of Logos. Or Logos, probably. Now this is a Wow Wow Wubsy stream, apparently. I mean, I feel like Go Girl Give Us Nothing should have a lack of energy, because that's what it's, you know, that's what it's saying. I'm putting it in there. The only one who has a full set of FTEs that's going to land in low content. What even happened? He's like, I'm so normal and you guys are so much better than me. And then he was like, Sora, and then that was it. So I feel like low content's fine. I prefer, honestly, low content FTEs to FTEs that give too much away, which there's a lot more of those, but you know. Emma. It's a lens, okay. low. Okay, there we go. Can I tell you a joke? Emma's classic jokes. Haha. Oh, well this is like Deadly Life, isn't it? Oh well, the music, I mean. Okay, Emma is famous and doesn't feel like she can talk to people. That's a good start. Let's hope it goes farther than that. I'm pretty sure it does. Can I ask you a personal question? Peter, can I ask you a personal question? I like how she's just canonically played multiple real characters. Wow, a spoiler! I like how it's definitely alternate reality. Sure. So that was like, do you know about Harry Potter? Want to hear about Harry Potter? When did I? This is a year ago? Yeah. Things have changed a lot. And this is more than a year. It was like a year and a half, definitely. Oh well. Geez, Sora. Oh yeah, you have memory loss. I forgot about that. How could you forget about that? Okay. The before times. Okay, that's like a hint of something. That's a hint of something. We'll see how the next one deals with it. Man, yeah, I'll talk about it at the end. Did I give her the British accent before we learned she was adopted by a British person? British people, I guess. I honestly... I don't remember if I gave her the British accent just because she was famous and high society. Or if it was, you know... I like that. Right? Isn't that great? Wow. I mean, that's something, I suppose. I thought so. You know, I don't feel like Emma gets enough time to be a quote-unquote international student in this game. Because, like, she's living in... I guess she's not technically living in the UK. She's living wherever the movie place is, but still. She's, like, living in the English-speaking world. So it's interesting that that basically never comes up. Take a look at this. Yeah. I like how they incorporated punishment time. Very funny. Anyway. It felt like a gift from God itself. Man, okay, this is what I was gonna say earlier, and it made it even more important. I feel like we don't hear enough about Emma's adoptive family, even in the, like, everything is revealed part of the story. Or her previous life, really. I feel like that's the only place where we learn you compared Emma to an X-Men villain. Yeah, I feel like she's named Emma because of Emma Frost, who's a blonde X-Men character who uses ice powers, or like crystal powers, not ice powers, and wears big coats and stuff. So, I mean, give me a second. I'll actually pull up a photo because I couldn't have done that during the playthrough, but I can do that now. Even though people told me her name was it was just like Emma, it was a combination of the two actors, or actresses she's based on, right? That'll do. Oh gosh, you can't freaking see it. I have to zoom out. Okay. See? Pretty close, right? Anyway. Whoops, I could have just left it on here. I forgot. Let's see. Okay, here we go. I found the part of chat where we last talked. Yuki's the main character, so it's fine. I mean, kind of. Emma's the best because she tells awful puns. And the worse the pun, the better. Cool. Her last name's a portmanteau, the two actresses, yeah. Yuriko's FTEs, episode 5, yeah. Well, we know now who she played in the Harry Potter ripoff. Forgetting about memory loss is a bit, not ironic, but you know, yeah. Oh, right, yeah. I have to do the ones that I actually did in the playthrough, too. To be fair, though, I put every character who was FTE I was doing in the thumbnail, so it's not as crazy. Everything we learned from different sources with a drastically different perspective. Kokoro vaguely mentions Emma's dad being evil, and we have the Utsuro backstory for the Voids with Mikado lampshading her background. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I wish we learned a little bit of that before she died, I guess, is my point. It's kind of hard to do the Straw 2 ones because the characters who die kind of stick around, at least the Voids. because they're like in the rest of the game, like through the Void Theater and stuff. Whereas that like happens in no other Danganronpa game, so it's a little bit different with the metrics. Normally, I would only count until up until they die in the story to like consider what information is like actually valuable or stuff. Personally, I think I still have to put it in S because I feel like we don't get to actually explore Emma's character while Emma's alive, which is, you know, why a lot of these people are up here in S. I'm surprised Mikon's landed in S. Honestly, don't remember what hers were, but I feel like they probably could go in S+. Anyway, maybe they were fine. I honestly don't remember. Who else is in this one? Oh, that's it. Okay, I got a couple more of the stream ones to go, so we'll have a little bit of an easier time for those, and then we'll do the other ones. Why am I here? Huh? Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. This is part final. Cool. Good naming conventions, me. And then I'll just get it set up. This is Hajime and Yuri. Wow. We really did save the best for last on these, huh? Do we have 3 here? Where are Mikados? Okay, they are in here. Yeah, Mikados, there's only one of them. So I could pretty much just automatically put it in low content, but... Mikon is an S+? Okay. I was gonna trust myself anyway, but... like my past self on that. But, it's good to know that I actually talked about it. Okay, here we are. I remember Hajime's as being actually kind of nothing. Yeah, you gotta take care of your health. Yeah, we're gonna train. Classic Danganronpa FTE setup. We're gonna train with the muscle character. I do think that Hajime being super health focused and then constantly drinking energy drinks is very funny. Okay, that was absolutely nothing. You gotta kill somebody. Who would do that? Shit. Hajime, you're not gonna kill, right? He just like stares intensely for like 3 whole minutes. No. Hajime seems unhappy. I could kill you with this thumb. Alright. We take a shorty break. Wait, was that it? Hold on. I skipped past like the whole thing. An incurable disease? That's nonsense. Yeah, me? Never. Huh? Yeah, okay, that was it. He's just like, I could never have a disease. Eat a healthy drink. He's like, it's not that. I need to plan my murder plan. Why are you sitting on the bed then, Hajime, if you're so concerned? They're just hard. Does he seem happy? I'm not sure. Well... This is the only... Okay. Yeah, it's like a blessing from heaven. Honestly, that's the most, like, obvious tell that it was Utsuro out of any of these so far. If my parents cared as much as you, I wouldn't have to... Do what? Nothing. I trust Hajime. He'd never do anything bad. That's so funny because his FTEs go from 0 to 100 at the end. It's very hilarious. Not the Hyoko free time events. Okay. I don't remember Yuri's, but considering his background, it might be interesting with Sorikane thing. Hajime's the obvious first killer FD with mentioning the thing we learned about him in the Utsu backstory. Yeah. We get more Hajime and Void Theater, pretty much. I'll talk about that at the end. I've already kind of lamented in a couple of these streams about FDs before. But I'll talk about that and their implementation at the end. Probably personality showcase, because we learn other than Hajime's whole disease thing, which would be nice if that was just a part of his character that we learned about, but it does make sense he's hiding it. Same with Emma and all that. It's just kind of annoying from a storytelling perspective. We don't really have any time to sort of sit with that before he's just out and he's a pile of goop in the Void Theater. But other than that, it was basically nothing, so I think it averages out. Like, I would have put it in low content if he didn't talk about his actual character trait, or, like, his character backstory in the final FDE in the last, like, 5 seconds. Literally, like, a buzzer beater ending for the boxer. That's funny. So I think it averages out to B, because it would be A if it was all about Hajime's character, or it would be S if it was all about Hajime's character art. But it's not, and so 80% of it being low content, I think, makes it there. You reloaded the page and had to retype the whole question? That's it. Oh yeah, Hajime's like a stuffed toy, right? And then Emma's the pile of goop? I can't remember. Anyway, Void Theater's, by the way, such a good idea. Making Monokuma Theater actually worth something, and using it to get more characterization out of the characters that die very early. It's pretty nice. But, yeah. There is some problems with the Void, and I'll talk about that at the end too, but, you know. Yuri! Yay! Oh, and this one's one of the, like, hastily translated ones where it goes off the screen. Don't you think spending more time with me would be beneficial? That's a shame. I'm super rich. Man, Yuri is just... yeah, he's the perfect character to die first. Sora, baby, you know well. What are you going to talk about? Actually, I don't know. Bye. I love that Yuruko is in the room for the first Yuri FTE. She's like, you better not. You better not. It was all of no use. Oh no. Trust me, Sora, baby. Yuri? Never speak to me again. I feel like Sora is doing 80% of the talking during these. It's very funny. So you want to die. I love how all of Yuri's are just like, okay, you'll have to talk to me again. Ultimate psychopath, yeah. What is this? I have no idea, but I guess it's playing. Hold on. What is this? Well, it's from the anime. Okay, I better not play that just in case. Yeah, okay. I like how I like how all of Yuri's potentially interesting like backstories are just like completely skipped over. Like, and then Yuri told me the story. It's splendid. Alright, so this is the... this is supposed to be the heavy hitter. Let's see what happens. Yuri, Emma got tea. You could have gotten tea. Yeah, that's pretty messed up here. Mm-hmm. How does a maid get hospitalized for a month from an injury on the job? I don't know, maybe like crushed by box. I don't A disturbing face full of despair. Yep. It's a little creepy still. I mean, I think that's pretty much what we're gonna get, right? Is it's about a Kane. Yeah. All right, let's see what you guys were saying. Yamagu Hajime doll, true. Nikkei's hand, yeah. At least nobody interesting died in the first trial. True. It's not sad like with Kyoka. It's only interesting with the perspective of Yuri's backstory and who Sora is, even that it includes having to read Yuri dialogue. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's literally talking to that same person about a story that they don't remember. That's kind of interesting. Yuri, Mitch, and Tero, just horrible chaos, yeah. Why can't he go get kidnapped again so he doesn't have to deal with them, true? It is neat that there's the Russian in there to show that he speaks both, but yeah. She lifted with her back. Dun dun. Yeah, so, oh, we moved to a different video. I was gonna say, this is not a beautiful life theme. It's New World Order. Let's go back. Thank you. What? Oh no, this is Beautiful Days. We're good. I really don't know where to put this. It might be low content just because he like spends most of it doing nothing, but then he talks about Akane Taira, which makes me want to put it in here because that's the only interesting part of his character. Other than the fact that like he kind of turns his life around and becomes like a good person, but obviously we don't get to see that in the Killing Game. So yeah. I don't know, I think it has to go here. Because Yuri is such a nothing character otherwise. Well, I don't know. Does it average out again? This might be another averager, honestly. Because, like, the first... Again, it's just like Hajime. The first half of his FTEs are absolutely worthless. And then the last FTE just dumps everything. So, yeah, I think we got to do that. How many do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Okay, I might have to start going a little faster here. But it's fine, because Mikado only has 1, so it's really not that many. It's basically just, why am I talking to you? Isn't this exciting? Well, Sora... I do so miss using this voice for Mikado. I'm finally going to make a friend. Ask me anything. Ooh, Sora. I suppose so. Oh, look at that. A little hint. Oh. I, for one, am very interested in humans. Wow, that's a way bigger hint than I remembered. Even twins. We were just getting to the fun part. Wow, this is just full of hints. I believe your surroundings are much more important than your memories for your character to develop. But I'm not done with my story. Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. Foo-foo. What do you mean by foo-foo? Ah! Yeah, he just disappears. Honestly, it's 1 FTE, but it is full of so much fun content that I think I'm putting it in A tier. Like, if I did that FTE during the actual game, and all of that was unloaded as the mystery was developing, I would actually feel pretty fulfilled about doing that one. I feel like that one's pretty good. It's only 1, so it should really go in low content, but genuinely, it's actually good. We're discussing sports now. I guess it's Hajime's fault. If it was pistol dueling, it should have specified. Sora's great because everyone else, she doesn't have patience for the problem makers. I know, I love that about her. That's why she's my favorite protagonist. That and the fact that she's actually relevant to the story, which is nice. That's why I also like Hajime for the exact same reasons. Hajime at least doesn't have time for Nagito most of the time. And, you know, he's important to the story. He breaks the fourth wall if you click on him again after doing his one free time event. That's funny. Is this game's Yamato except with screen time? Exactly. Miss Chalice and Azula have the same voice actress. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Mikado being good surprises me, but going back, I agree. Yeah, I mean, I think probably when I did it the first time, I was like, well, was that even in the game? I mean, it's funny, I guess. But going back and like putting it against the same metric as all the rest of them, it's like, wow, that was pretty decent. Okay. I think everybody else here are the ones I did during the... Well, no, I don't think. It literally is. These are the ones I did during the series. So it's going to be a little bit harder to do them. But, you know, that does mean we get to go back and talk to Yuruko again. So there's some bright sides. I need to find my playlists. Where is it? There it is. Mikado's smiling face on it. So I assume that this one with Yuruko in it is probably the one with her FTEs. Did I do that for the first chapter? Maybe I didn't. Okay, well the Nikkei episode is definitely the Nikkei one. So we'll start with that. I have to turn that off. Okay, there's the first Nikkei FTE. Alright. Here we go. I know you listen to them in chat, but it's like way up there. I'll find them later. I have to go like... Maybe I can... Can I filter chat by one person's chat messages? I can probably do that, right? That sounds like something you can do. I mean, I can hide all of your messages. And I can put you in timeout. I'll go back up and look. Or like I'll... But then... well, no, I can do it in this one. That'll be fine. Do-do-do... Is an incel. Okay, there we go. Well, we got Nikkei. Yuruko's are episode 5. Okay, I think I was actually wrong about Yuruko's, so, well. Control F Daryl. I suppose I could do that, but not in my OBS chat window. Daryl's hard work wasted. No, I got it. Don't worry. You don't have to do it again. Anyway, Nikkei. Don't put us in timeout, please. I'll just put everybody in timeout, yeah. Are you done? I was just messing around. Nikkei seems unhappy. Wow. Don't hit me, I'm being serious. Oh right, you've got amnesia. Man. Apparently we're getting... I don't remember what Yuki was saying, but something. Hold on. This one's gonna have decent audio, so we can actually pause this for a second and find out. It's very quiet. Okay, that was cool. Good joke, me. Oh, Yuki's back. The most nothing sentence of all time. When you interview multiple people, you hear multiple different experiences. It's true. He seems happy. Yeah. Okay. It's a pretty hand. This is so weird. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit of a breath of fresh air after the Yuri and Hajime ones, where they talk about pretty much nothing for the first two. At least we're getting some hints as to what Nikkei's FTEs are going to be about. Whoops, that wasn't actually the next FTE. Okay, there we go. How did he become a reporter? You think those other reasons are? No other thoughts. It's just talent, isn't it? So for today, that's it. Very cool. Oh, you're right. But I can't really report on this because, you know, the criminals are, well... It's tough to success as a reporter. It really is. It's fine. That could be fun. Just give me some time to prepare. I can't tell you too much, so I'm in big trouble. Okay. Here we go. The interview. You have no friends. No one said that to me before. Okay, this is the first, well, other than I guess the Yuki one. This is the first one to have the V3 shipping at the end of the FTE. I think SDR2 had shipping at the end of a bunch of FTEs too, but yeah, it's personality showcase. I don't remember Nikkei being so like flirtatious. Is that like, did that happen in the main story? I feel like that's something that really did not happen in the main story. Anyway. We heard none of that. Repeat the joke, please. Well, it's a little too late now. But it basically just Yuki came on the screen and said, I don't know why I'm here. I guess I'm just filling time because the video is taking too long to load and I'm making my own content. Nikkei's probably going to end up in personality showcase. Well, you weren't wrong. Put Magalore in timeout for not knowing what a voice actor is. Okay. True. I never got the Nikkei popularity. To be fair, the Nikkei popularity is probably because he's the traitor. Like, he betrays Mikado. And that's cool. I just wish, like, in the end he didn't try to betray everybody else, too. I don't know. Nikkei looks like a more greasy version of my profile picture, maybe. I love the 3D animated Green Lantern cartoon. Okay, that's cool. I've never heard of that, but it's just in the FTEs he flirts mostly because it was never relevant? I guess, yeah. I feel like that does somewhat of a disservice to his character. Like, he just, like, becomes Yuri for, like, his FTEs only. It's kind of weird. But, I still think I'll keep it in personality showcase. Probably. If I remember correctly, these last four are good? I don't know about show buys. I think show buys might not be good, but the other three are, as far as I remember. So let's hope that's true. So Yuruko is in episode 5, which makes sense. No, it's in Sans. I would not have guessed that. I don't want to hear from. Is this Yuruko's FTs or is this just Yuruko talking? No, it is Yuruko FTs. Why is the quality so bad? Oh, did I mess up the quality on this video? I might have done that. Or the Yuruko FTs are just in low quality. Yeah, because the sidebars are fine. Okay. It's definitely just the Yuruko FTs were in low quality. I remember that now. I actually had some problems with the videos because some of them were in like 480p only. The DK CGI show. Yeah, yeah. It's definitely scary, for sure. Okay, here we go. I think Yuruko's might be the only ones I remember because she talks about why she's in her line of work and the quote-unquote girl, quote-unquote friend that she had that shows up kind of in the... that's important later. Really? That's a relief. Huh? Well, of course. That's a death flag. Oh, jeez. Okay. Right. Look at this picture. Where did you get this? Oh, wow, yeah. Look at that. Looks a little familiar, doesn't it? Your secret lover? I mean, I don't know why you'd be carrying a photo around of somebody else, but I don't know why you're carrying a photo of yourself around anyway. What's up with secret nerds in Danganronpa and having pink hair? There's two, Yuruko and Kazuichi. Honestly, I think I remember this one, so I'm going to skip around a little bit more. Yeah. I think I pretty much got it. I don't know if there's anything I'm really forgetting here. Yeah, she talks about what being a hostess is like. Yeah, and then we go to her room, right? Yeah, I remember. I think we're good. Honestly, I know we get some of this in the main story, but I feel like the level of detail and also hearing it from Yuruko herself does really make this kind of too important. I do think there's an argument that it could be A, because we do get most of the information. But, I don't know. I feel like we don't get a lot of information about her relationship to the other girl, which is kind of the important part of the story. So I kind of want to leave it here. Let's see what you guys are talking about. Yuriko would have broken every bone in his body if DK tried, yeah. Shobai's FTEs are good? Okay. Yuko will end up in S for the same reasons as Shinji. Hey, there we go. DK was thick. It's true. And their friend called him Mane Kaira. I don't actually know. That was probably just something that the developer said because they didn't actually come up with a name for the character. So. If the kid brought a CD with a movie, we'd watch it. Remember the Donkey Kong show looking so much better? That's kid brain for you. I think Sora as bi makes sense because she is kind of forcibly, so I don't know if you could really count it into Yuki, but yeah. Could someone give me a quick rundown of Straw 2? No, sorry. That's what there's a lot. All the apes ran like humans. Scary. I don't think it was confirmed anywhere, but I mean, her relationship with Yuruko and Yuki would imply. Yeah, Yuruko having death flags is funny because she's literally the only person aside from Rei to survive unscathed to the end. Yeah. True. Also, Akane had that thing with Yame, so double whammy for that one. And also the same thing with Utsuro in that game. I carry a mirror with me at all times, so a photo of yourself isn't too weird? Okay, I guess. I haven't gotten past childhood yet and may never. Well. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, I see, yeah. I am traumatized. You know what, yeah. If I had a nickel for every secret nerd who had pink hair and Danganronpa, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happened twice. I can't do a Doofenshmirtz voice. Oh well. Good news, Lizzie. I know a guy who did the whole thing. Wow, so true. Okay, I gotta get Shobai's up. Oh, I guess it's Iroha's next, actually. Never mind. A positively Iroha-filled episode. It's true. Man, I wish Iroha got a better ending. I like her. It's kind of a shame that she never stood up for herself through the whole story, despite that being her character arc. This is the anime again. Let's just hope. No, I'm not. I can't just hope. I'm just gonna skip past this again. Okay.
Let's think positively.
Oh, I forgot to put this on 2x speed. Not subtitles. Nope, that's the wrong button. Okay. Did you develop a film? Yeah, okay.
Manga. Manga.
I feel like I remember most of this one too, because Iroha talks about being stuck under her parents' expectations. The only part I really need to see is the ending, right? Yeah.
I wanted to draw manga, but my parents wouldn't let me.
Why don't you draw a comic? Where is she? There she is. And she's bad at it. Poor Iroha. How can you possibly be more honest than what you already said? Wow, this is bad. Can I be honest? What do you mean? This is a story about Yuruko. Poor Iroha. Is this her final one? Where do we go to her room? There we go. Okay. This is the one that I wanted to see.
I'm just going to stare at you now.
The picture's drawing me. What does that mean? Yeah, what does it matter what they think? I'm sure nothing bad would ever happen to you. Man. Oh my god, I closed it. I did instead of pausing the episode, I closed the whole window. Okay, hold on. I was too invested in Iroha. Hold on. We got this. I can bring them back. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Okay. Let me look at the chat. Shobai and Iroha are missing after an explosion. Tsurugi and Yuki are in crumbling bodies, so just Rei and Yuriko are fine. We stand 2 girl bosses winning. No, Kizuna is not a secret nerd, unless maybe she is, I don't know. We get less details from this than when we do with her breaking down at Chapter 6 talking about her family life. Iroha canonically draws Yaoi, I love that. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Telling Iroha to stop drawing to is like saying stop doing the only thing you're good at. I mean, yeah, but no. Even if Iroha is kind of... I still miss her. She's really cute a lot of the time. Yeah, a lot of professional artists think lowly of comics, animation, video games, and anime, but that mindset is thankfully dying out. Yeah, it's the It's the Marvel movies aren't movies sort of thing, you know? It's like, I mean, you know, a couple of them are actually good, maybe. Oh, great. Now all the characters are messed up again. This is definitely a personality showcase. I think even her, like, final lore dump, I guess you could say, isn't as crazy as the other voids. Like, Emma's was, like, Kokoro's not a void, but she basically is. Those are, like, super, like, in-depth and I feel like pretty important. Iroha's a little bit less so. Like you said, I think we get more information about that later, so it doesn't feel quite as, like, I wish this was in the main game. The main thing about Iroha that makes me so sad is that Iroha never finished her character arc. It makes me so... Honestly, she could probably be my favorite character in the entire game if she finished her character arc. Which is, like, you know, actually standing up for herself, even once. Yeah, I don't know. What's your degree in? It's psychology. I've said that before, for sure. I talked to Iroha if you had the chance. Yeah, I'll become Phoenix Wright and have, like, a teenage daughter while I'm, like, 27 or something in the future. Well, you wouldn't know if she was a secret nerd. I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm a psych student. That's why I hate Kokoro so much. Because her version of psychology is just mind reading. It's very sad. Yeah, I wish Iroha stood up for herself and maybe got a little bit of a break at the end. I mean, it makes sense. Like, it only logically makes sense that Tsurugi would still, like, prosecute Iroha and Shobai. But, like, they both kind of saved the world. Even if they weren't, like, super helpful all the time. So I think we should have given him a pass. Honestly, Tsurugi should have died at the end of Straw 2. He should have died. I guess he's going to die when Mikado ends. because Mikado and Ultimate Luck is gone. But I kind of wish that the Ultimate Luck thing didn't, like, peter out. I know that's kind of important for the Voids because they want, you know, they're, like, barely still surviving. I kind of wish it just ended, you know? So that, like, as soon as Tsurugi killed Mikado and Utsuro and finished his mission, he just instantly died. You know what I mean? He just dropped dead. And then Iroha lost all her painting skills, and the other ones, if they were alive, would have lost their talents as well. Would have been interesting, but you read it a few times you go through, I know. Opinion on Freud? I mean, he's like the first guy you read about, right? And usually those guys are the ones that got proven wrong, and that's basically what Freud is. And honestly, the worst thing about Freud is that people still think that is all of psychology. Because that's how it was represented in early TV, and then that's how people learn about it, and then that's what you get. That's the only thing. Trios are in episode 50. Okay. That's a pretty big jump. They're in Come Together right now over me. They're not in Teruya's Pizza Cave, which is the next episode. I think I probably talked about Teruya's Pizza Cave in this one. That's why it's not in this one. Okay. Where are we going? We're going to Tears. There we go. Oh, I forgot to turn it to 2 times speed again. It's my bad. Running out of steam here. We're almost there. Are we starting with 3 FTEs? Yeah, we are. Okay. This is going to be very different going through knowing that Sora is Akane and, like, knowing their relationship from playing the first game, which isn't really much of anything, but at least they know each other, you know? And Akane was the person who kind of almost tried to kill him. It's like someone deleted that portion of my memory. Wow. Right. This is all about their shared memory loss. He's still wrapped up in so many mysteries. It's true.
Yeah, right. Well, the one experience I had with love was two love people killing each other, so... not good, let's just say. Yeah? Well, there were a lot of guns in Hope's Peak Academy, you know?
That's a shame. Yeah. Oh, Teruya. And then Yuki is having very big problems. Is this it? His friend was burned to death, yeah. Okay, where else do I do them in this video? Do I do them in a different part? I might have, because a lot happens. So Teruya's Pizza Cave might actually have the rest of them. Hold on. I can just do this. Let's see... Okay, there we go. Yeah, there they are. Found them. Is this still on 2x speed? It is, okay.
Huh? What's the matter?
Oh, okay. I'll talk about that in a second.
Family.
Wasn't Teruya's dad alive at the end of the first game? He was just working for Despair? Did he later die? Is that confirmed? I don't remember. Or maybe that was a lie? I honestly do not remember.
What do you think about my hat?
It's cool.
Right?
Ah, look at that! One of his carried over sprites. That's sad.
Huh? The goggles?
Oh, poor Teruya. He doesn't know. Does he know? He doesn't know.
I'm kind of interested in fashion.
Yes. Isn't it a product? Doesn't that mean that you need to know how other people think about it? This is going to be the important part.
All right.
Okay, tell me about everything.
I think I developed a lot after the Killing game. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I'm a totally different guy. But like, still interested in rainbows.
This kind of kinship.
What?
Alright. I think his are definitely, honestly, probably A. Because you get a lot of insight about the past game if you haven't played that before, which was me. But also, it doesn't reveal anything too crazy, but it gives you a lot of hints, which I do think is always nice. And it's good fan service if you played the first game, but yeah. Freud is still actually a real person with real thoughts and words. The adult mutant ninja turtle, yay. Why does Tria look high here? Tria always looks a little high. Hey, come on. People in a relationship are love people. I mean, yeah, true. Yeah. Remember that time Tria started crying seeing statues of Satsuki and Haruhiko, and then he went nuts and pulled the chapter 4 Tsurugi? Yeah, such so fun. Yeah, and that was the message I saw while I was reading through Teruria's, was my grandfather kept comparing me to Sheldon Cooper. That's sad. Tria's dad is definitely dead, if not by Utsura, then by Tsurugi, which is sad because he really loved him. Tsurugi's alright stage to have killed his own father, though. I don't doubt that, because they're on the side of despair, right? Yikes. Yeah, Tsurugi probably killed him. If Draw Tsurugi was Anakin Skywalker, then Straw 2 Tsurugi is Darth Vader. Yeah, or Darth Cop. Skip the demonetization. Okay, the last one is Shobai. And then we'll do a little bit of a wrap-up, and then I'll be done forever. I'll never return. Trees FTs are in episode 50. Did I miss Shobai's? Okay, they're in episode 35. Okay. I thought I did Shobai last, but Trio last does make sense. They're in the technical difficulties episode. Well, that's good. I'm kidding, it's not good. No, there's no way Shobai's FTs can be in here. Or is that just the 35th video in the playlist and it's not actually... Yeah, that's 34, okay. Hold on. Welcome back. Okay, there we go. That makes sense. Alright, Shobai. I don't remember what his are about at all, so this should be fun. Oh, we're still on 2x speed. Thank goodness. Shobai ditches in chapter 5. Yes, that's true. I forgot about that as well. That was kind of weird, but, you know, it's fine.
Nah. He had, this voice, didn't he? Yeah. None of your business. This is almost the voice I do for Dave Strider. Crazy, huh?
I always forget what Shobai's specific talent is because the translation changed like 3 times. I think he's like a fence, right? He sells stolen goods. Or a broker, that's what it is. He's supposed to be like a middleman? I don't know. Why did the screen turn gray?
I will lift already. Scram.
Alright. Shobai would hate Dave Strider. It's true, it's probably true. I forgot. Straw 2 had the thing where Mikado said if they left the island, they can convert their, like, crow coins to real money, right? Is that true? I feel like that's true, and then it just never really went anywhere, obviously. Because he didn't win, but still. Nah. Hair loss management. Sugar, in quotation marks. I take back what I said. It's very good.
You scared now, miss?
No, you literally stabbed me the first time we met each other.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. It was pretty good.
You almost saved everybody's lives.
Time's up. Want an extension?
Is there more in this video? Maybe this is also in the next video? Okay. Audio issues, so cool. Thank goodness we're not listening to the audio. There's more show by, You're trash, but you know it, which is a good kind of trash. Show by Trashimoto. Woo.
I'm gonna kill you. Oops, almost made a big mistake. Hey.
Oh god. Did you take Iroha as his assistant instead? That's no good.
Thank you for your generous support as always.
Oh, whoops.
I smell a darkness quite reminiscent of mine.
What does darkness smell like?
Like, the pizza hell, whatever Gato phrase about dark coffee, you know.
Are you trying to rip me off?
Huh?
Yay. Alright. Right. I remember this part now. Shobai saying how he became who he is.
Your friend? I got nothing more to say. Bye-bye.
Alright, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's mostly personality. Like, if not for the fact we learned nothing about Shobai during the story, it would be personality showcase. But it has to go somewhere around here. Honestly, I think I'm going to put it in S. Even though we don't learn that much, this is the most we've ever learned about Shobai. So I feel like it has to go in there. We don't understand Shobai, like, basically at all, other than through reading that, but yeah. Yay, we'll never return. I mean, we'll never return to doing FTE reviews. Unless they make a Danganronpa 4, then I'll be in trouble. Hugging a 2-foot bread pillow to cope with sickness pains? Bread pillow? Okay. Shobai even has maxed out coins when he plays them? Yeah. There's a video by the creator which shows where those two are now. Oh, okay. Shobai and Iroha, yeah. Shobai has this backstory but more abstract when you play as him? I don't remember that. He just monologues about himself? I don't remember that. Well, I mean, I guess I've got the... I've got the thing here. When did we play as him? I feel like it's, like... When do we place him? I don't even remember. Team giving up. Yeah, I love that for them. So good. I still have much to talk about, so we'll talk about the screen in a second. I genuinely don't remember. It's after Sora... Is it in chapter 4? Transition between Sora and him includes a dream about his past. Chapter 4 after Iroha tries to kill Sora. Yeah. I did think that it must have been then. Okay. I just can't believe I wouldn't say... make a thumbnail about it. Okay, so it's after the Tower Secret. Maybe we play as him in here. That would be my guess. Oh, right. We play as him for the investigation. I remember now. Sora doesn't know about anything. So where's the dream gonna be? No, that's Shinji dying. Is it like here? No. Okay, so it should be around here.
Eight? That's all we have left?
It's before Shinji dies. Oh. Oh, when we're switching from Sora to Shobai, not Shobai to Sora. I thought about that the wrong way around. Okay, so it's in this one. This is Shobai? No, really? I guess you do wake up as him. I never would have thought that was Shobai. Just because it's like, he's looking at like the burning orphanage or whatever, right? Which I guess is how Shobai... I don't maybe it's not? Talks about his parents being evil too. I don't know. Okay. Well, yes and no. I think I'm still keeping it the same spot. Because it's too poetic to really get anything out of it, in my opinion. Plus, I didn't even know that was Shobai this whole time. So I don't know. Maybe other people would be confused as well. What other character has that way of speaking? I don't know. Is it Fire or it's Hazy? I don't know. I thought it was. But maybe it's just like a well-lit building? Like it's orange. Also the like orange fringes, because of whatever that is on the hair, made me think it was Utsuro. It's true. I thought that's where the orphanage meme came from. Did you guys not know? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it still has to go here. I don't know. Mikado burns down the orphanage. Yeah. Then gets saved by Utsuro. There is an argument that it could be put in B, because it's mostly there. Yeah, maybe. I'll put him in B. I never knew that was Shobai. Like, ever. Maki's coming. It's true. Okay, well, this is good. A good video for the end of the series. Or a good song, sorry, for the end of the series. Because that's it. That's everybody. We've ranked all the FTEs. And the only ones that have ever gotten just regular bad were from Danganronpa 1, which makes sense to me. Let's see. SDR2 A2 has won first place for best FDs in Guilty's opinion. Yes, Iroha does try to kill Sora, sort of. She doesn't do it very well, but yeah. Lucky's coming. Looks like there's string lights too, though. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be very funny, actually. Because if the person has black hair, this could also be Mikado talking. I wonder if it's confirmed anywhere. Because Mikado has black hair in the real world. Oh no, Surugi. Oh no. You assume a lot of the things we say are more related to things than they actually are. Yeah. Remember when we ranked the tiers? I don't know if I can handle that because I don't even remember half of them now. I always kind of knew that was going to be the case. So, because S tier, we can actually do this now because it doesn't matter anymore. S tier is actually D tier, and S plus tier is actually F tier, right? I just placed them like that because it's easier to understand that way. But in my personal opinion, this is how the tier list would actually look. Which means that I honestly thought, other than SDRA2, which I knew was going to have the best ones already, because when I went through them the first time, that was part of the reason I wanted to do this. I was like, wow, these ones are like, some of them are like kind of useless, but that's better than them being too important, was my thought. And so we have, I should actually just rank them by game, seems how we're not doing it by actual rankings. And you guys, like, you could go back and look at that if you really wanted to in the thing. So only one FTE from Danganronpa 1 got into A tier. 3 from Danganronpa 2. 4 from V3. And then 2 from Draw. And 5 from Stra 2. Which, one of them is Mikado, which kind of doesn't count. And one of them is, actually, the twins are 1 FTE. So that's actually 4. And Mikado kind of doesn't count. So it's kind of in between the regular Danganronpa 2 and V3 in terms of good FTEs. But, you know. B tier, these ones are like fine. Like if you have FTEs in this section, it's like not bad. But at the same point, these ones are kind of like, well, why do we even have FTEs if like this is what we're really getting? Because there's not really a lot here, is there? So we have, wow, I actually did, yeah, okay. We have 3 from Danganronpa 1, 2 from Danganronpa 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 from V3, 5 from Draw, and 5 from Stra 2, which is interesting. The low content ones, these ones are kind of reserved for characters that are just, they didn't get FTEs because of whatever circumstance. So really, Yuki should probably just be in bad, but whatever. Which is 2 from Danganronpa 1 when they didn't really know what they were going to do with the original characters. There was no bonus mode yet. And then 1 from Draw, which kind of makes sense because there wasn't a bonus mode in that either. And Yuki, which is just extremely boring. And then the 3 bad ones from Danganronpa 1. But like, Danganronpa 2. I mean, I always knew, okay? I always knew that Danganronpa 2 had a lot of really important FTEs. Like, a lot of the characters' entire characterizations is in FTE form. And that is not a joke. So I'm not surprised to see that it probably has the most S tiers here. Let's just see. I think that's well sorted. Yes, it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from Danganronpa 1 in S tier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 from Danganronpa 2. Only 4 from V3. So V3 actually didn't do bad with FTEs. And then a lot of the draws, 4 draws, and then 4 Stra 2s. And then in the very bottom, the dredges of FTE to society. We have 1 from Danganronpa 1, 1 from Danganronpa 2, 2 from V3, and then 3 from Draw. Which I think overall probably ends up with... I think V3 is in the middle. Or V3's second best. Like, of the actual games, I think V3 has the best FTEs. Which is kind of crazy. But then again, not. Which means they're getting better. You know what? Good on them. I didn't actually expect that. I thought V3's FTEs were going to be kind of just as bad as Danganronpa 2's, but they're not. They're actually better. My opinion on FTEs, however, hasn't really changed. I've stated it many times while we were doing these videos. I think FTEs just don't work, personally. Because in something like Persona, right? Or, okay, here's what FTEs are meant to do. In a game like Fire Emblem or Persona or any of these other things that have essentially FTEs in them, the point of them is for replayability, or that was at least the original intention. That doesn't work for Danganronpa, because you can't change the way you play the game at all. You just have to go through the same boring processes that you've already done before, and the only thing you would get is like, okay, some new dialogue from one character, which means that like 80% of people are not going to do that, and the further 20%, only like half of them are going to do the bonus mode and do all of the FTEs like I have. Even I wasn't like super interested in doing V3s when I finished V3, because I was like, whatever, I'm done. Like, I learned the story. So yeah, I just don't think FTEs work. And so when you put the most important part of a character's characterization behind FTEs, that is a recipe for just people not liking or understanding the character. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these characters that are in this S tier are characters that people have very divisive opinions on. Like, you know, Mahiru, and Kazuichi, and Mondo, and Byakuya, and Mikan, and Maki, and Ryoma. Like, if these parts of their characterization were in the main plot, people would be able to get on board with them a lot easier. Because that's the thing. In the main story, a lot of these guys do basically nothing. And then all of their characterization is saved for the FTEs. And because of that, the people who don't do their FTEs think they're stupid and bad. Which I still think some of these guys are poorly thought out, like Mikan and Ryoma. Which I've talked about a billion times with all these people, Kane as well. But their FTEs aren't doing them any favors either. You know? I thought Maki was the second most popular V3 character. That's the thing, right? I heard a lot of people complaining about Maki because she was like a Mary Sue who like never lost. And I can kind of see it, because in the main story, other than like the kind of I don't know exactly what word I would use, but the kind of weird point where she's kind of with Kaido, but also kind of not, and then he dies, and it kind of derails her entire character arc in that direction, instead of, you know, where she was kind of going, which was like, I can be a person, you know? Other than that, she kind of just, like, exists, and everybody is doing everything to, like, be friends with her, and she's putting in no effort. That's the criticism I've heard for Maki, right? Which, if you know her backstory, and you know about, like, oh, well, I'm actually putting in a lot of effort for the people that I do care about, which just don't happen to be you people, it makes a lot more sense. But when I was doing V3, I don't know, maybe opinions have changed. I really don't know. Like, when I was doing V3, I'm pretty sure before a certain playthrough of V3, nobody cared about Ryoma. Right? But when I went through V3, everybody was like, I can't believe you don't like Ryoma. Because they went and watched somebody else's playthrough, and, you know, he was one of their favorite characters. So, that's kind of how it works. I feel like, honestly, when I was playing through V3, I got a lot of comments of people saying they didn't understand how I liked Maki. Or, like, they hated Maki. So maybe that was just the people who clicked on my video, but I don't know. Satsuki is universally loved. She's universally loved for being silly, though, not necessarily for her character. To be fair, she at least has a nice moment. Like, there are characters in here that are liked. Shinji, Sonya. But I feel like they would be much better understood if their FTEs were not something that got locked away. The most popular characters are going to have people do their FTEs more, too, right? Which is kind of where I feel like characters like Maki and Aoi and Byakuya and Satsuki maybe get some slack because people are actually going to watch their FTEs. Whereas somebody like Kokoro, nobody is probably going to care that much unless they're watching all of them, right? I don't know. That's my personal opinion. I can see why FTs are fun because they're like little character packages, character-specific character packages. You can just be like, oh, I want to learn more about this character, and there's a whole section of things about them. But, like, I don't know. I think that's bad, personally. Can you imagine if, like, some of these things were in the actual story and actually drove the characters to make decisions? Wouldn't that be nice? I found Maki quite enjoyable and one of the characters in V3 with a brain, a small one, but albeit one. It's funny. I do hope they eventually make a Danganronpa 4, by the way. Because I'd like to see what direction they could actually go now that they've kind of reset everything with V3. It'd be nice if they could maybe do something that isn't quite like V3, but I don't think they will, because I genuinely think the message of V3 was just, we hate making this series, we're not going to make any more of it. But it makes a lot of money, so, you know, what can you do? That's pretty much it. We do have to figure out what we're going to put on the starting soon screen, though. Yesterday we I kind of just made it happen, but, we decided we're going to put, like, some relationship issues meme on there for the last week's stream, and then for this week's 2 streams, I'm not sure. What do we want to put on there? I feel like there was another comment that I said, oh, I'll talk about that at the end. What was that? I have no idea what it was. Oh well. My favorite Danganronpa game is still Straw 2, by the way. Even though the ending is a little bit meh, it's not as bad as some of the other endings. Like, every Danganronpa ending has been meh, ever. And the characters are very fun, and I think the actual chapter-to-chapter story is still good, which is not something you can say for a lot of them. We should add Azula? Oh, I'd be up for that. Maki can be staring at you from one direction, and Azula can be staring at you from another. I don't want to add any, like, real people to the screen. I know we've got a stock image lady and Freddy from iCarly, but that's a little bit different than adding literally, like, the person not acting. Are we doing Kokichi again? No! No! I will not do it. I refuse. Do we have any other thoughts, or should we just go with Azula? I'm honestly okay with just Azula. It's really annoying to have to wait 20 seconds, but it makes the video run better, so what can I do? I think we're going with Azula. Alrighty. That's a thumbs up from me. Well, thanks everybody for watching this. It's finally done. I can lay it to rest. Everyone has to donate $5 each for another Kokichi. No. I would say Shockwave, but go on. Maybe another day. Shockwave will have his time. I think Shockwave is my favorite Transformer design, isn't he? Or is it Soundwave? I never remember which one is which. Yeah, it's Shockwave. Love that guy. Good design. Next, after Zelda's done, who knows? Who knows what I'll be streaming? But next week I'm actually going away, so there won't be any week streams during the week, like Zelda streams during the week. But there might be. I should be back in time for the weekend. I don't know why I was having trouble saying that. The meme videos. Okay, this is another thing I can say, actually. Seems other people who probably still care are still here. Everything I had for Straw the Memesicle, I've released, pretty much. There's only one thing that I never finished, which was Weaponry from Phineas and Ferb with Mikado, which I might do someday. But I released the parts of them separately. The one with the twins singing the sibling song, Iroha's life story, and I think there was one more that I released earlier than that, but I genuinely don't remember. Those were all going to be parts of Strachu, but it's a memesicle, and I just released them separately because I genuinely don't think I have enough songs to make another full memesicle. Like, I'd just be repeating stuff, so we just went with that. Stream Sonic 06. No. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like the stream. I'm gonna go now. This has been a very long stream for me. It's like 9 o'clock where I live. Crazy. Bye.